In the business of trading Forex, patience and risk management are the most critical logic, and that's exactly what we'll be using on our live trades now, along which we'll be integrating a standard trend direction that will tell us if we'll be buying only or if we'll be selling only. Secondly, we'll be applying a build-up of structures, which will tell us if there's an opportunity in the market or if there's not. Lastly, we'll be applying a breakout push, which will tell us the exact time to storm into the market. Then the capital we'll be using to try this out on our live account will be at $95. The leverage we'll be using now will be at 1 to 2,000 leverage. And if you want to use the broker, the link is already in the description box there. Oh, by the time you see this video, we would have ended the entire month of July with every single trade hitting take profits. I mean, every single trade. Right. Okay, guys. So this is exactly what we're having currently on a US100, right? Also known as a NASDAQ. Now, the capital that we'll be using, like I already told you, is $95 there. And we are using a leverage of 1 to 2,000. The name of the broker is already in the description box there. The link to the broker, you can easily just access that. Now, first of all, the first thing that occurred on our charts here was actually very easy. We stopped into this trade on a private channel just around the zone. If I'm not mistaken, just around the zone. So we stopped into the trade just around the zone, possibly around the spot or so, just around the zone, after which it pushed up to almost hit our first take profits, kind of like far away like that up there. Almost hit our first take profit, after which it started crashing back towards the bottom. And then that became an opportunity instead, because now we can easily move our capital really strongly. Now, how do I know? The reason is actually simple, is because on a zone around the spot, we should notice a crazy build-up of structure just around the spot. You can easily see that, right? Good. Now, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. You can see that our chart started a movement from the bottom towards, from the top towards the bottom like this. And remember, our overall trend is pushing towards the top on the NASDAQ, right? As at the time of recording this video. And so what are we having now? We are having that it dropped towards the bottom like this on a 5-minute time frame. After which our chart started playing around like this. And now the simple rule of a build-up of structure is that after a build-up, our chart has to continue towards the direction of the trend. So even though on a 5-minute time frame, the chart looks like it was dropping down, in real life, this is actually a major opportunity when we see that there's a build-up of structure here. Meaning that anyhow, this chart will just play around like this, maybe get to a maximum position like this, after which is pushing back towards the top to continue its major trade. And now that actually makes a lot of sense if we check out the chart again from around our region. We can easily see the build-up, right? We already know now that the chart is just going to continue pushing back towards the top. So one thing is left, just one thing, is to know when we can stomp into this trade. And to know that is easy. We can easily see that our chart was dropping and then creating a sub-trend line just around the zone. You can see that, right? Hit the spot, drops down, hit the spot, drops down, after which it finally pushed above from our region here. So what can we do now? We can easily stomp into this trade, right? Okay, our chart is actually just pushing crazily. So I'll just go in with my one lot there, and then I don't think I can go into any more trade because I'm using just 1 to 2,000 leverage, and I just placed one trade, one lot size already straight up there. Meaning that I can't really place in much trade again, based on my free margin isn't impressive now. And the chart is just pushing really crazily right now. I would have loved us to join the trade from this region just immediately after it broke out from the spot. But then we have to do an intro of the video and all of those stuffs, everything together, right? Now, this is just like this is just like a random trade that we are just having today. I already dropped this trade, by the way, like I already told you, in a private channel. Just a few hours ago, I think like an hour or two ago or so, dropped it just around this region, pushed up, almost hitting our first take profit because our first take profit was kind of like far away. So because of that, it started crashing towards the bottom again for a standard retracement just around the spot. So not really far away since our entry is just around the spot. So basically we're going in again, just almost at our previous entry point. So this time around, we're expecting a major move because of this build up of structure that occurred around the spot. But now I went into just one trade on one lot size, right, which is still very little. So immediately as this chart start pushing towards the top, I want to add in some more trades and some more trades. Let's see how much you can cash out with a $95 account. A chart just kept pushing nicely, right? So I just have to keep stocking into some more trades. Remember, our starting capital is just $95, right? So currently we've literally, let's just say, triple it, things like that. It's not gold. If it was gold, from this movement, you know how much you'll be having by now. We'll be having close to like $4,000 from this movement. But then this is NASDAQ, and we're using just one lot size and two lot sizes here. And then our leverage, we are not using unlimited leverage. We are using just a leverage of 1 to 2,000. We are not trying to do anything much today. Just a standard intro on our trade today. And now we're running just almost $400. It was over $500 just now. So I've just been adding and stocking trade. So far so good. For the meantime, our first take profit has now been smashed successfully. Our second take profit has also now been smashed successfully. So all we're waiting for now is our third take profit to be smashed, and we'll just be done with this trade. But for the meantime, as the chart keep pushing up towards a third take profit, I'll just keep stocking into some more trades and see how much you can cash out on the max from this trade using proper risk management. A chart just kept pushing up towards the top nicely like that. And of course, I kept stocking into some more trades. Remember, we're just using a $95 account. So we just had to utilize it very, very well, right? So as it kept pushing up, you can see this still pushing towards the top nicely. You can see that, right? Still pushing up, still pushing nicely towards the top. You can just see this, right? So let me just show you that. So you can see that. It's just pushing really, really nicely like that. So all we can easily do now is we can easily shut down all of our trades. But then you remember where we stormed into this trade at first. We stormed into this trade just around this region. And then that's with those on our private channel pushed up and then almost hit our first take profit around the spot, drop down, finally hit our first take profit, hit our second, and also hit our third take profit now, right? And now we're running just approximately 1.6K, which is actually very smooth. And of course, this trade was also shared in our free channel. So if you hit the link down below there, you check our free channel, you should find this exact trade. This exact trade I'm showing you now, you should find this exact trade there right now. So guys, I think this is actually okay. About 1.5, 1.6K, we don't have to be greedy in the market. We really don't have to be greedy in the market. So let's just quickly zoom off this trade, guys. Let's just quickly shut down all of our trades now. Let's just see what we'll be having on our charts now. This is exactly what we're having currently, right? So this is actually just looking very, very smooth, right? So we're able to storm into the trade just from around our region, here, right? We're able to storm into a trade from around our region here. It's just very similar to our entry point, our initial entry point or so with those in our private channel, after which it just started taking off, hit all our take profits nicely just like that. And now we're actually running just about 1574. That's 1,574 bucks, just approximately 1.6K. That's what we're having currently, which is actually very smooth considering the fact that we started from just $95. Lastly, just remember the registration for our mentorship course 100 is actually going on. We will be teaching one-on-one live through Zoom. We'll be covering from the very basics of trading through to the mastery level of trading. And we'll just be covering the courses. You'll be doing it yourself live also there practically. And there are just 100 slots available, so it's based on the first come first serve. The mission is simple: duplicate 100 super legendary traders that will storm into the market daily. And to register, you can simply just check the link in the description box there, or you can simply just scan the QR code right there now. The registration deadline is the 30th of August. If you're new to this YouTube channel, just remember to hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and also remember to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any videos that will be dropping out from this place. So bye from me, guys. I'm Mr. P. Peace.